Hi, this is Brian Albright with Aftermarket Business World Magazine. Thank you for joining us today to discuss supply chain tracking and technology. I'd like to welcome our guest today, Charlie Covert, Vice President of Customer Solutions at UPS. Thank you for joining us today, Charlie.
Oh, thank you.
Great. Well, I have a few questions here for you. First off, what are some technologies that companies can use to optimize supply chain performance?
Yeah, there's a lot of new technologies out there that are really helping companies with their end-to-end visibility, for example, on intercontinental moves, which is helping them with better production planning and inventory control. Another example is there's a lot of technologies that before were only available to large companies that are now available for small businesses. So, for example, small businesses can now export out of the United States to multiple countries with systems that do calculations on customs and provide their customers with landed cost visibility when they order.
What sort of impact does this have on their customers' overall experience?
Yeah, so what we're seeing is from a customer experience standpoint is something that we call the customer-centric supply chain. So customers are becoming more and more demanding, whether that be in a retail space or when they bleed that over into a business space. So for example, if in an automotive industry, let's say that there was a recall of parts and parts being delivered to dealers. Well, their customers are now expecting to have a very good understanding of when those parts would be available, to have visibility and control over those time windows when those would be available. And so we see that manifest itself in a lot of different ways. So if you look at when product will be available for delivery, or changing the mode or the service level of different deliveries, and having flexibility to do that on the fly, so to speak, to react to different events.
And what are some of the current trends you see there in terms of tracking technology for the supply chain?
Right, so we're continuing to see a move from batch-oriented systems to real-time systems, and as well as improvements on integration of integrating systems from different partners. And so what that's allowing companies to do is then take a look at analytical technologies that combine data from multiple systems and sources. And that gives supply chain managers the ability to make near real-time decisions based on changing events. So for example, if there is a possibility of a delay on a shipment that is critical to a manufacturing line, a supply chain manager can make a decision on expediting replacement product before the original shipment is even delayed, but just based on a probability of a delay. So there's a lot of ability to use data and make decisions in a near real-time environment.
All right, well, thank you very much for being with us today, Charlie.
Well, thank you.
All right. This is Brian Albright again for Aftermarket Business World Magazine. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again.